Hello, everybody. What is going on? It's your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master Rose back at it again with another Stories from the Savagelands video. Today, I am joined by Max Hugan and Noah Constantine. And as you can clearly see, I got Owlbear Rodeo working. So that is great because we have got some combat today. If you guys did not see the last episode, what are you guys doing? Spoilers, go watch the last episode. But if you just need a quick recap, basically, Church, Hugin, and Max all tried to get some information out of Locarius with little to no success. But they did get some information about Rustnarok, which is basically known as the Techless Terror, and basically will plunge the Savage Lands into chaos because the technology that everybody has relied on for so long is no longer going to be there. The group decides to take Locarius to Hugin's cryolab to be held there in a cryostasis chamber, but in fear of that, he gives the party some vital information that Nedry Fortsong, the person who originally gave the group the Quicksilver, is also a member of the Cult of Rust, the organization working to bring not only the Lord of Rust back, but to begin Rustnarok. Other than that, the party's objective is clear. Head back to Deepslate, find Nedry Fortsong, and see if what Locarius was saying was the truth. But, so, unfortunately, Church could not join us today due to some IRL stuff. He is with the group. He's just not going to be in combat for the sake of I don't like running people's characters. So, and also Rexius is also not able to make it today. Unfortunately, once again, the group is together. It's just certain ones are doing combat and stuff. Noah, it's been a hot minute. How you been? All right. Seems.
Hmm.
Can you hear
Well, I
us?
don't think.
Yep,
All right. How's it been, man?
good. Like I said, I was sick, and no one wants to deal with someone who's sick.
Nah, sickness isn't great. I'm glad you're feeling better now, though. You did tell me that what you wanted to do during the session was to get your weapon fixed, to get rid of that rust thing from the rust monsters. You were successfully able to do that. For a small fee, 2 gold pieces, you easily pay that up, and now your sword is completely back to normal. Um, Words. Max and Hugin inform you that, hey, we need to head to Deepslate. Nedry Fortsong, member of the Cult of Rust. We gotta find him. We gotta see if Locarius is telling the truth. And Max, you now currently have Bucket. So yeah, you gonna choose to summon her for today's session?
Definitely.
All right.
Just to be the extra
All right. How are you going to summon her?
just pour out the bucket.
All right.
Just pour her.
As you pour the bucket over, bucket begins to take shape and does a big stretch. Ah, ah. Hello, friends. So happy to see you again. So, what are we doing?
Well, we're going to, I guess, trust the information Lucario sent us, and we're going to Deep Slate to, I guess, investigate a potential cultist member.
Sounds fun. Sounds fun. Happy to tag along for the ride. So you guys gather up your
Yeah.
supplies and oh, Cindric, yeah, what's up?
See if I can't buy a few rodents alive.
Live rodents?
Yep,
Okay, what kind of rodents were you thinking?
rabbits, hedgehogs, groundhogs. Pretty much just something so I can do some training with Froth.
Ah, okay. Yes. Great idea. Great idea indeed. You are able to get a few live rodents. You are able to acquire 8 rodents.
Ooh.
Oh,
All right. So you guys, Cindric, you gather, or Noah, you gather up your rodents. Everybody gathers up their supplies and begins to head out. And now, I'm so glad I managed to get Owlbear Rodeo working. We've got
Yeah.
all of our players who are joining us here today. And before we get started, let me laser pointer tool. And so these guys right here and that thing right there. My mouse is moving extremely slow. Gotta love that.
Mm,
DM, I want to
idea.
do something
Uh,
before we start. I wanted to cast Mage Armor on myself and and then use Arcane Recovery to regain back the slot.
all right. You cast Mage Armor, and then with the Arcane Recovery, you are able to get that spell slot back.
I'm
Okay, thank
guessing
you.
Druidcraft to at least check the weather, see if anything is gonna go south. The more we're gonna continue the journey.
Druidcraft, all right. Hugin, are you gonna you go ahead and cast Druidcraft?
Yes, I am.
All right. So casting Druidcraft, you see that your Druidcraft. I have a vague summary of like the different things that show different things. Basically, um, when you cast Druidcraft, that little indicator goes from like a bright color to immediate dark purplish blue with lightning all over the place. A new thing that represents that a mana storm will be coming.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it cannot tell you when it's going to happen, but you guys do know that there will be a mana storm.
Alright, so we're probably going to die, just letting you guys know.
We probably should find a different mode of transportation that doesn't involve us dying. So we might either gonna have to start tunneling or
I
find a
mean, we
different
could
method.
always get a covered wagon for those of us who need magic.
Ah, yes, you
well,
guys could acquire a covered wagon.
Is there
Didn't
any
glad I
chance?
don't use magic.
remember what happened to that covered wagon and that horse? R.I.P.
Yes, the horse is unfortunately dead. You guys would have to get a new one. But yeah, you guys still have that covered wagon that Locarius gave you guys. Like, hey, here's something for you guys to carry your supplies and whatnot, take shelter and whatnot. So, I mean, since he's kind of frozen in a cryostasis chamber, he can't necessarily say no.
Alright, we'll use that.
Exactly.
And we'll have to get a horse. See what
Maybe
I
I should investigate around to see if there's anything. I'm gonna roll for nature to see if there's anything around here.
Are you
And
looking for
unfortunately,
wild horses? I would not. I would rather get a tame one if at all possible.
No worries, you guys. You guys are able to. I'll just go ahead and say that you guys are able to acquire a horse for 25 gold pieces, perfectly tame, able to do all the stuff that you guys need it to.
Alright.
I'll pay for the horse because I kind of killed the last horse.
Yeah, that
No,
kind of seems
no
fair, man.
problem.
I'm sorry, but we have to distract those dogs some way.
Fair point. Fair
I
point.
paid
Rightfully so. Well,
the coins. I paid the 25 gold. Just depressingly, just hand over 25 gold.
All right.
all right.
They
Now
See,
had
I'm
a
curious. Who
sorry.
actually has the most gold?
Well, you guys
yeah. I
each
have
got 100.
I carry 100. I had 145 gold, and now I got 120. I carry kind of the pocket change, some of the pocket change left over.
Now that reminds me, I need to look up some things because I know I got some spells from that guy.
717.
Ooh,
I'm
nice.
just Yeah, I gave the 25 gold, so I have 120 now.
All right, so you guys pay up the 125, get the horse mounted and whatnot. If I remember correctly, Hugin, you are the most proficient in animal handling and all of that, so I'm assuming you would want to take control of the reins.
Okay. Guess I'm doing that. Ready?
I should also check to see if the horse is healthy, you know.
Go ahead and roll me, what would that be? I guess a survival, unless somebody can argue otherwise.
I mean, it could also be medicine, but
Medicine,
okay,
there we
yes,
go.
Alright,
Okay,
but
then.
I also have survival, so it works.
yeah,
13.
I will go ahead and give it to you guys. The horse is completely healthy.
Good.
Nice.
We got a healthy horse. We didn't cheap our money out of this.
Damn, I rolled an 18 on nature.
On nature. All right, so um, now let's get into the meat and potatoes of today's session. Due to the fact that I did not think you guys were going to be getting a wagon, because I did not think that far ahead, we will say that the horse and stuff is on the map. Just like I said, wasn't able to uh, words. All right, so before we get started, I will say that these two guys right here and this right here are not my intellectual property. I did not make these. I used the a AI image generator from Microsoft Bing. Um, these are made by AI, very well, I might add. These are very well done. Um, but yeah, so these guys are kind of special. So as you guys are writing, you guys are about 2 hours in. Um, you are stopped by some bandits. Two of them having looking very more high tech. One of which is holding a very advanced pistol, and the other one is holding a sword with a blade, and then around that blade is teeth, kind of like a chainsaw blade, if you will.
Okay.
They are
Oh, we
accompanied
got
They are accompanied by one scrappable wolf, which, as you can see, or I hope you can see, it has green eyes, representing that it is probably, you guys can assume, is friendly towards these bandits. And Tech Bandit number one over here, uh, let me grab the laser pointer. Bandit number one right here, he basically says, "Well, well, well, looky what we have here. A bunch of adventurers. Say, let's just go ahead and make this easy. Fork over all of your gold and we'll leave you alone."
Hmm. I mean, I could deceive them and just hand them one gold, saying that's all of our gold. But looking at our stuff, it probably won't fool them. Hmm. And they look like they have a mechanical dog that would tear us apart if we kind of do something to his masters. So that also would be a problem. You guys got any ideas how to deal with these two bandits other than trying to attempt to kill them, but it would also backfire on us?
I really don't
Well,
know.
I got incendiary rounds, and we know how those react to those grapple.
That is
Yeah,
true.
yeah, but those two bandits also have the better weapons than the rest of us.
I mean, I can light up some of them if you want, but
I can
I hope.
immobilize. I can immobilize one of them possibly.
Mm. So if we got one,
Um,
if we got incendiary rounds to get rid of the robotic nuisance, and one to stun also one of the bandits. at least one more bandit. I guess we're gonna have to go for luck on that one. Because I don't think we can deceive them very easy because look at all our stuff. It's kind of a big we're kind of parading around with a lot of stuff here.
Yep. Two tech bandits. So the three that are just like the normal generic paintings, those are just normal regular bandits. They don't have anything tech related on them. So you guys got five bandits and a scrappable wolf. Now it's 5 against 6, so that's not horrible. If you guys did need to devolve to combat.
I mean, I can
Yeah, we
hit
got
more than one every time I go, but I
I say we
don't
try
know.
the persuasion route. Try to persuade.
uh,
Who has the best persuasion?
Uh,
I have a +2 persuasion. I don't think I got the best one.
I
If
would
we're going for
actually.
stealth, the best.
I would. Give me 1 second. My thing is not working right. Okay, well, obviously I don't.
Don't look at me. I got a +1.
I have a
Well,
plus.
I'll try
All right.
a
So what
+2.
do you say to persuade these Ooh,
Oh
all right.
my god, a dirty 21.
With a dirty 21, what do you say to try and persuade these bandits off your tails?
We're just a delivery we're delivery crew. We're just to deliver this goods to probably somebody who would really hate your high tech weapons. You heard of you heard of those the literal rusty that rusted cult they got there? They wanted all this stuff. You want to join in and beat the crap out of them because they also hate your high tech weapons.
The Cult of Rust. I thought that was just a myth.
Nope, we
We
got one
found
of
one
the
of them.
members.
We
Hmm,
locked him in a freezer.
I see. All right, so let me get this straight. You guys want us to accompany you to a town and beat the crap out of some cultists.
You get to have some of the loot. You get to have whatever you kill.
All right, very well. But on top of that, we require he leans in and whispers to one of the other tech bandits. They're whispering, a 75 gold piece fee.
All right, I'm just turning to the party. You guys got 75 gold.
I pull out
I can
25.
I can do that if we can guarantee your assistance in future endeavors if need be.
Guarantee our
Yeah.
assistance so long as you've got the gold. We've got what you need.
Hmm.
What I
As
mean
long
is
as you
to
don't
get a way
double
to
cross. As long as
Alright.
you don't double
what I
cross, then we're good.
what I mean is a way to contact you if we need your assistance in the future.
Hmm.
Yeah, in case we need more of your services, if you know what we're talking about.
Yes, yes, I do. We do have a form of communication. However, we don't have any spares on us. You would have to accompany us to our little hideout, and we'll be able to provide one of you with a form of contact.
Let's get that after we deal with some with the dirty cultists hiding in that town. We're going to Deepslate. Of course, we're gonna hide you in our wagon. It makes it easier for to hide you guys, so that no one could figure it out that there's some bandits in our little wagon. They think that it would be obviously supplies.
All right, very well. We require the fee up front.
Alright, Max.
It was
Each one of us should.
75, right?
75 gold pieces.
There you go. I tossed them the bag of 75 gold.
He picks up the bag, he opens it, counts real quick to make sure it's all there. All right. Now, onwards to Deepslate then. All right, before we continue, it is time for a quick word from our sponsor.
Is this you? Do you struggle to stay energized while playing video games? Or are you having trouble completing tasks in your day-to-day life? Then allow me to introduce the sponsor of this video, Dubby Energy. Alright, listen up kids. Dubby Energy is a energy drink powder that you mix with 10 to 16 ounces of water. Then you shake it all up and get the equivalent amount of caffeine as 2 cups of coffee. Go from this to this, and go from this to this. Dubby is packed with a powerful blend of vitamins, minerals, and natural extracts. Say goodbye to jitters and crashes caused by other energy drinks. With Dubby, you'll experience a smooth, long-lasting energy boost without any unwanted side effects. And there's more where that came from. Dubby also has Neurofactor, which is natural, patented, and derived from the finest coffee cherries. It has also been clinically proven to boost brain performance. Dubby is sugar-free, calorie-free, maltodextrin-free, and has 0 artificial coloring. It's practically the ultimate energy drink powder, because not only will you be energized, but you'll be firing on all cylinders too. And now's the perfect time to try Dubby Energy with their brand new and updated Starter Sampler Pack. For $18.49 plus shipping and handling, you get one of their new Made in the USA shaker bottles and 5 sample packs. Beach and Peach, Galaxy Grenade, and Dragonade flavors for their energy, and Watermelonada and Pineberry Splash for their brand new Hydro flavors. That's a huge deal! So, if you're interested, go to www.dubby.gg and use my code, RozetheMage, for 10% off your order. Not only will you be getting an amazing product, but you'll also be supporting me and the channel, which really helps a lot. Thank you, Dubby, so much for sponsoring, and now, let's get on with the video.
Whoops. All right, and we are back. All right, so because we are no longer going to need this, I will go ahead and disable and then click on this and make it, oh, all right. So,
Was not expecting that, huh?
no, I was not. If I am being completely honest with you, I was not expecting that.
I was
It
honestly expecting a
happens.
fight and me to take their pistol.
I
I
was
mean,
yeah, I was totally thinking it was going to
be a
be
fight.
combat, yeah, be a fight, but you guys successfully managed to avoid that. So as
Yeah,
you
we got
guys
some new allies.
yeah, new allies. Um, so as you guys are traveling, you're able to travel for about 20, 30 minutes longer. And while Max and Noah, you guys are in the wagon with the bandits and the Scrapple Wolf, Hugin, you see that in the distance, there is, in fact, a mana storm on its way.
Alright, so I'm
Obviously,
gonna
it's obviously you guys are way too far away to be able to make it back to town before the storm hits. So do you press through? Um, being a spellcaster, knowing the effects of what it could possibly do to you, or do you guys hunker down and take some time to wait
we're
out the storm?
gonna hunker down and take some time. I don't want to risk anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm technically not. I'm a magical creature that kind of casts spells here. That's gonna be a whole lot of hurt. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking that the bandits probably had a long day, and they probably would want would rather avoid a mana storm.
All right, so you stop the horse. So long as no necromanas show up, the wagon should be fine. But things are never ever that simple, are they?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm as far as I know, out of these two, I'm the only one who can actually go out into the mana storm.
And so as you guys stop the wagon, tie up the horse, probably get a random piece of driftwood or something, tie the horse up. As you guys hunker down, about 5 minutes into the storm, you start hearing wailing. And Mark, because you have spellcasting through your class, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh no. Good luck.
I, w- I would like to get my gun ready along with some sleep bullets just in case.
I might end up having to use this thing. Well, I'm
I'm
gonna
just
have
gonna prepare my boomerang, just in case. And a storm plus
please be
well,
good.
using bullets.
Right,
When I mean using magic in this, it's gonna be pain.
Does a 17 succeed?
A 17 does succeed. You are able to block out the alluring cries of what you know to be the necromanas. Being a spellcaster, you obviously know everything about them. The necromanas try to lure in spellcasters using basically a sort of siren song. And once if a spellcaster fails, that's when the necromanas come out and basically think like a zombie bite. You get bitten, and if you're not cured within a few days, then you lose all of yourself and become a necromana. Now, good news for
Okay.
you guys is necromanas cannot appear unless there is a mana storm.
Oh, but we're in one.
But you guys are in one, yes. So, Hugin, you are able to resist the alluring cries. However, you do hear from outside, the horse is absolutely terrified. The necromanas aren't doing anything, but you do hear horse cries of ignore me.
No,
I
our
do
horse.
um you know that Max, being a creature of the Feywild and being one with animals, you can tell from the sound of the cries that the necromanas aren't doing anything. They're not hurting the horse. The horse is just absolutely freaking terrified.
Guys, we
You're
got a
alright?
problem. We got a problem. The horse is not happy. I can hear it's just terrified as hell. Meaning, something out there is definitely a problem. A big problem.
And
Well,
outside your wagon, you hear bang, bang, bang as the necromanas
Yeah.
are trying to break in to your wagon.
all right. I think
I
that
make
we
sure
have
I
to
have
get
a good
going.
hold on Frost.
One more time?
I make sure I have a good hold on Frost.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure to
Hugan, do I need
skip the
to
bandits.
knock you out?
Why would you knock me out?
If you're knocked out, you
Because
can't
you don't
exactly
have
hear
the
the
turn.
song.
Ah, that's clever. That's clever.
Yeah. The easier you're knocked out, the less zombies we gotta deal with.
If I'm knocked out, let me get this straight. They will not hear me, right?
Correct.
You won't hear them.
You won't
I
you
agree.
won't hear them. So because you're knocked out, obviously when you're knocked out you can't, like when you're asleep, unless someone shakes you awake, you can't hear the outside world. So because of that, you would not be able to fall for the siren song.
So you want me out, got it. Because I'm not going to be any good anyway. I snap my
Yeah.
fingers. Let me see if it does it. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I pass out. There we go.
All right, so
I was just gonna give you one of my sleep bullets too, but that works.
I think we rather a less painful method of knocking a person out. The least
Yes, I
painful method.
prefer no brain damage. There we go.
I was literally gonna hand you the bullet so you can just inject yourself.
Oh, I
Still,
don't know.
that's kind of a bullet wound, and we don't want to alert the literal thing that's the undead that's outside, because I
Sleep
think they would be
bullets
more.
are more dart-like.
Still, the smell of blood and stuff that would definitely attract them,
Alright,
And
and
well,
especially
do
monster.
with
And
you
Especially
getting knocked out, you guys, you notice that the banging outside is becoming less and less. However, there's still a few necromanas just banging on the door trying to get in, and uh, Max and Noah, you guys hear the siren song. It does not affect you guys because you guys do not have spell casting through your class. I don't know about Blood Hunter, but Max, if you take levels into Ranger to where you become a half caster, you will be affected by the Necromana's siren song.
thankfully, I'm not yet.
what
I'm
is
Um,
not
the
at that
class
level.
that
what's her
I have
HP,
no
by the
spells.
way?
I have no
uh,
spells in the hats.
what's the Necromana's HP or?
No, hers. Because I was assuming that we were together. I don't know what hers is.
24?
I'm not. Yeah, I don't have the spells yet to have
Uh,
that sort of.
well, I wouldn't have been able to affect her, never mind.
Yeah,
If
I don't
Oh
have the.
crap! I just realized Bucket's with you guys. So, I just
Knock out
realized.
well,
bucket immediately.
Well, hold on. Before y'all do that, she does have to make at least one Wisdom saving throw to try and resist the siren song, and
I
she
will
I
put
have
is
her in
my
knock
able to
bucket.
do that with an 18. She resists the siren song.
I put bucket back in the bucket.
Putting Bucket back in the bucket. Perfect. All right. So now it's just you, the five bandits, the Scrappable Wolf, Frost, and yeah. So um, we'll go ahead and fast forward a little bit. The Mana Storm, after what feels like an absolute eternity, does eventually die down. With the
Oh, thank
storm now died down, you guys like the siren song's playing, and then you like hear it slowly fade away as the necromanas without the storm to basically they're kind of like spellcasters in limbo almost. Any spellcaster affected with mana bite cannot like they can't pass on to the afterlife, but they're not living either, so the mana storm is the thing that tethers them to reality.
Ah, well, I'm guessing now that I'm just gonna. I'm guessing I don't hear any more banging. That's a
Nope.
good thing. Let's go. Oh no.
Oh no, no. I was yes. There's no more banging. That's what I meant to say. I do apologize. No, there's
Tell
Yeah.
no more banging. The horse has finally calmed down. If you guys want to do any checks to make sure that the horse was not affected by a possible mana bite or something, go ahead and roll medicine.
Oh my God! Unfortunately, I have a 7. I will be unsure.
Yeah,
I don't.
just taking a look at it. The horse seems fine. Anyone else want to go ahead and roll for medicine?
what the heck?
Please. Yeah, I am
not sure if
shocked.
I'm even awake yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
nope, I got nothing.
that's terrible.
Definitely
Hugin with a 12, you are able to see that the Necromanas left the horse alone. It didn't bother them, so the horse didn't bother the Necromanas, so the Necromanas didn't bother the horse.
I'm just gonna go pat the horse and say you are a brave horse.
It nuzzles against your face and neighs in joy. I don't know what the proper thing would be for
Okay?
that. I guess neighs in joy. Um,
I mean, technically, I can understand it since again, you're talking to a person who's an animal.
but
I tell my compatriots that we should avoid ever going out in a mana storm ever again.
It may not be
Definitely, the
possible.
first thing we ever do is knock you out and put bucket back in the bucket.
speaking of which,
Definitely have to
you bring
apply
Bucket
you.
back out.
Yep.
All
DM,
right.
how
Say, hey,
long am I out?
Uh, you are out for 3 hours. Those mana storms can last for a while.
Alright.
yeah, we we're lucky that one lasted didn't last that long. We definitely needed you out because we don't want to attract the. We don't want you to get bit. Okay, it's basically hell for you.
Oh yeah, it would
I
definitely be hell for any spellcaster.
I don't want to get bit.
Um,
Um
Heads up,
so
there is a Blood Hunter subclass that does have magic. Pretty much think Blood Hunter capabilities with some Warlock shenanigans.
Ooh, okay, that sounds like an interesting subclass.
alright,
That is not
so
mine.
Yeah, but that
I
would
let's
also
will.
be a
press
risk.
forward. Um
Don't worry, that is not what I'm going for. I'm going more
Thank you.
bestial.
Ooh.
let's press
Also,
forward.
Pressing forward, you
RozetheMage,
guys continue on your travels. Oh yeah, what's up, guys?
I am gonna do some training with Frost, as in pretty much having him only attack when I say attack. Give a command.
All right.
Okay.
Because you are using like the reinforcement type thing, go ahead and roll a animal handling with advantage.
Ooh.
Oh, 17.
2 17s. All right. So Frost now knows the command attack, and will only attack unless if you are provoked, it is provoked, or if you directly give the command. So
Nice.
after a bit of training, you guys press forward. The rest of the couple of days travel is pretty uneventful, clear weather, all of that stuff. And finally, on the final day of travel, you guys arrive at the gates of Deepslate, except unlike the first time where the gates were open and everybody was welcome, you find that the gates are closed. And two guards, one of the guards walks up to you, Hugin, and says, "Sorry, Deepslate's closed to outside travelers. We've got a bit of a situation going on in there."
What kind
What
of
kind of
situation?
situation?
A kind of situation where a now known member of the Cult of Rust has decided to take control over a bunch of residents of Deepslate and are trying to get them as part of some sort of ritual or something. We are extremely preoccupied. And unfortunately, if we let you guys into the city, you guys could possibly fall under the influence. It's we're luck.
Oh no.
What? Well, this is your
We're
lucky day. We're actually that's the
we're
man
here to
we're
kick their
after.
butt. We're here to
Well,
kick their ass.
oh,
And
thank the All God.
we got some companions that will definitely help us because they too would rather not deal with this sort of shit. They'd rather do it for the gold too.
Well, the mayor of Deepslate would pay you all handsomely. I cannot speak for how much. But I suppose we could let you open the gates. Just be careful out there. Nedry Fort Song is trying to amass the people to sacrifice them in a cult. Guards have been boarding up houses, locking people in, and these people are on a murderous rampage trying to get to get to him. You'll find Nedry Fort Song in the center of town. Careful, the closer you get to it, the harder it will be to resist the influence.
Oh dear God.
All of a sudden you hear a loud booming voice as if a bunch of people are speaking in unison. Well, well, well. If it isn't the adventuring party I met once before, here to try and stop me. Locaria should have
Obviously.
never ran his damn mouth about me. You guys should have just taken the gold that he gave you and just left everything alone. You want to come into the city? Be my guest. But just know, this is a fight you possibly cannot win.
I just want to point something out. It's kind of his fault. We even know about this. He ran his mouth in a language he didn't think we understand. Never run your mouth in a language you don't know someone whether or not they understand. That's just amateur.
Yeah, and also he was kind of being suspicious. So kind of really your guys' fault for letting in an idiot.
You're right. You're right. It was our fault. And unfortunately, I don't know what you all did, but I can no longer locate him. So, not that it matters.
Uh,
Our plan will go as planned, with or without him. I've got a massive population willing to die for the cause. And that's exactly what they'll do. So, and all of a sudden, the gates swing open without the guards doing anything, as a bunch of people just throw themselves into the gates, and the doors swing open, and they all disperse back into the city. Enter if you dare, adventurers, but
hmm.
just
Is
know
there
that
no
you will fall.
Can I try to spot him with
uh
my crossbow to try to take a snipe shot at him?
Uh, yes, go ahead and roll for perception at disadvantage, as there is a large crowd of people that, while yes, they are dispersing, they're kind of in the middle
Oh,
of
you
that.
gotta be kidding me.
yeah.
Oh,
Does anybody spell magic, by the way?
Oh,
That'd be
don't matter. That's still
perfect
really good.
idea.
all right. With a 21, you are just faintly able to see like the forehead of who you know to be Nedry Fortsong. Although
I think.
you do take a shot. What is the disadvantage range on your crossbow?
Hold on, let me double check that it has been upgraded.
Mm,
Okay.
that was awesome.
Um, it is 130. It's the second number that's disadvantage, right?
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
18 got an idea.
430.
130. All right. So you
430.
oh, 430. So
I
he is in
it,
the disadvantage range, so you can roll to hit, but it will be a disadvantage. And Hugin, what were you trying to roll?
The exact same thing. I did not think that I hit him. I rolled
Um,
an 8.
with an 11, no, you're not. You try to look out, and with an 11, because disadvantage, you do not see him.
I don't see him.
hold on. I'm trying to find how to attack.
Oh, whoops. I accidentally hit to hit, and I definitely would never. Perception. I'm guessing that's what we're all rolling. Well, never saw him. Never saw him to daylight. 3
Okay.
does not help.
How do
Can
I
I look?
attack with equipment in?
In D&D Beyond, there should be, if you have it equipped, there should be a 2 hit and then damage.
Yeah, damage
I
is on the right side of to hit, which is the +4, +4 or whatever number is your weapon.
Okay. Hold on. Moonraker. Okay.
D-
It's all it go to action,
DM,
and
I'm
it's
sending
Actions.
one
Oh, there it is.
message.
There it is.
What were you saying, Hugin?
Uh, I was looking through my owl's eyes
Does a
when I
19
was
hit?
doing that.
wow.
Uh, Hold on one second, Hugin. 19 does hit. Oh, wait, you're rolling a disadvantage, remember? Because he's in the disadvantage range.
Oh,
Oh,
I
I'll take
did.
never
advantage.
mind. I
Before
see
was
that. I
21.
see that. Whoopsies. A 19 does hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Nice.
All right,
7
7
damage.
points of damage. Now, I'm going to just pin on that. And you said you were looking through your owl's eyes, Hugin?
Yes, which means I rolled an 18 on my perception check.
All right,
This
an
owl
18
has advantage on perception checks that rely on sight.
makes sense. And with the owl flying above, then the disadvantage wouldn't matter. So with an 18 seeing through your owl's eyes, you are able to see him. As you see that all the people that are outside are moving towards the center of the square, where you see a giant stone fountain that the last time you guys were here had water in it. Now it has blood.
Oh dear God.
What is it with
No.
cults and fountains of blood?
I'm gonna try
They
to hit
all
him.
they're look, there are cults that love sacrifices and stuff. I think this is the cult that does just sacrifices.
Alright, I
They don't.
rolled a 20 on my first one and a 24 on my second.
All right. So with a that hits, and you are casting the spell through your owl, correct?
Yes,
All right. Yep. So go ahead and roll for damage.
5. 5 necrotic.
All right. 5 necrotic damage.
Damage.
7 and 5. All right. So we are going to go ahead and leave off there for today's session. Since I was kind of expecting something else, and not what actually happened today. Since you guys made it to the town of Deepslate and are getting ready to take on Nedry and his mind-controlled followers, you guys level up to level 3.
Woo!
Hooray.
All right,
All
to my
because
viewers, thank you so much for watching today's session. Thank you to my players for an amazing session, even though you guys threw a monkey wrench in my plans. One of the greatest things about being a DM is being able to improvise, adapt, and overcome. So, we will see you guys in March with our new level 3 characters. This is your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master Rose and her players signing off. Goodbye!